Frisco out in Georgia.
Getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tale of the tape. Tommy the Duke Morrison. He weighed in at 223 pounds and has a reach of 76 inches. And his opponent here, none other than Oleksandr Usyk, 6'3", and 198-centimeter reach.
This is it. This is that.
Tommy the Duke Morrison, the former WBO heavyweight champion of the world. Who could forget some of his legendary battles from the 90s? Oleksandr Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Kansas City, Missouri, here is the hard-hitting WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Tommy the Duke Morrison. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
To fight in this venue, you have got to be a very accomplished fighter, and I think it's safe to say that both of these athletes are certainly that.
So, all the talking's done, all the hullabaloo, all the press cuttings, all the he said, she said. Now, let's get down to action.
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
expect to see here in round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over bone. Bull in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Nice exchange here from both men. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. He got out of the way of that right hook. He threw the hook, didn't land. And he fails to score with that left hook. Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
On to the third. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Got him with a left jab. These two fighters are made for one another. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Neither man really defending themselves. Punch, counter punch. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fist.
Because they're so big, because they can push, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire. Because someone's going to get hurt, and someone's got to react.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, make look so easy.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice exchange here from both men. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick it, because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Pretty close fight here in this round. Left punch. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That left scores. High-octane battle. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world.
The big Ukrainian in big trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
This is the beginning of round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive. Stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. That left lands. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
There's the bell to start round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. He misses with that jab. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
We know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And we enter the 8th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. This fighter has not shown us much defense at all. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't win.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. That's a scoring left hand. They both want a highlight reel knockout. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. He's rolled the dice. He's coming up aces here, but can he seal the deal? Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
You're absolutely exhausted. What are you going to tell him in the corner?
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
And he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
To see this fighter protect themselves a little better. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. Got him clean. Is this the beginning of the end? How are they still standing? Got out of the way of that right hook. Big hook doesn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
There's the bell to start round 10. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Pretty close fight here in this round. Oh, that punch! just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Swing and a miss with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
We've entered the championship round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Big whiff with the right hook. Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Swing and a miss with that hook. Fighters are starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy? Good one. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. These two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
There's the bell for round 12. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
And these shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage. They score again with the left hand. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Which fighter will say no mas? Missed him with that uppercut. walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. In a mild upset, we have a draw here.
A draw? Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous, the things that were said were ridiculous, but these two fighters were evenly matched, and this is why we've got a draw. One thing is for certain, they're going to do it all over again.